Identifying fractions in word problems. Thus far, we've learned to identify fractions in pictures, in groups, and on number lines. We've had to count the equal parts. Word problems are a little bit different. Generally, the word problems already give us the answers. It's a matter of us locating those answers and putting them together in the fraction. To help us do that, I've written 3 steps on the side that will help us get through this word problem. The word problem states, Jim has 10 apples in total. Now he gives 2 of them to his good friend and eats 1 for himself. How do you write the fraction of apples that were left? Let's use our steps to help us solve this. Step number 1. What is the question asking? We find out that the question is asking, how do you write the fraction of apples that were left? So, now that we know the question, let's move on to step 2. It says, identify the denominator and numerator. Remember, the denominator is how many the fraction has in total, how many equal parts or how many equal pieces. We find right here that Jim has 10 apples in total. We know that the denominator is 10. The second part of step 2 is finding the numerator. He says, now he gives 2 of them to his good friend and eats 1 for himself. For our numerator, we want to find out the fraction of the apples that were left, how many Jim had left. So we know he had 10 in total, and we read that he gave 2 away to his friend and then he ate 1 for himself. This means that Jim has 10 apples left. Step number 3, write the fraction. We know that the numerator goes on top, and that is the number of apples Jim has left, and the denominator goes on bottom. The denominator is how many there are total, which is 10. So coming back to this question, how do you write the fraction of apples that were left? It's 7 over 10.